You're still watching Morning Live. Thank you so much for staying with us. And now our next guest aims to make music that moves people emotionally regardless of genre and is influenced by the likes of Ed Sheeran, Maroon 5, Justin Bieber, Shawn Mendes and Michael Jackson. That's 16-year-old singer and songwriter Josh Moreira, who is stumping his authority in the music industry with his unique sound. He's released his latest single titled ABLAZE, and he's here to tell us all about his latest project. Josh, it's great to have you in the studio. Thanks so much for waking up early and coming through.
I'm tired, but thank you for having me.
Oh, come on. You wake up early for school anyway, don't you?
Not that early, that I can tell you now.
I want to go back to when you first started singing. We discussed it a little bit earlier on off air, and you said you started singing at age 4.
4, yeah.
Gee whiz, that was young.
Long ago, 12 years ago. Yeah, I think it was just, my dad took me to a Bryan Adams concert when I was 3 years old, okay? And what happened was, like, I really started enjoying, like, just walking around the house, just like singing, dancing to tunes. And then for my 4th birthday, he got me a guitar.
Yes.
And within 24 hours, I'd already learned one of Bryan Adams' songs.
That is crazy.
And they were like, and my parents were like, "How did you do it?" And I was like, "I just did it." And from there, I think that's where it really like came from. That's where my passion for it really stemmed from, you know.
So it was a natural talent, and of course, some lessons and teachings from Werner Becker as well that helped you along. Yeah. Tell us about that relationship and how that came about.
So I stopped at a guitar school because I wasn't really enjoying it. I wanted to do kind of my own sound, and they were really teaching me stuff I didn't really, not want to learn, but I just really wasn't like grasping. And my parents went to a private institute, and they were like, we'd like some lessons for our son. And Werner rocked up at my house one day, and he was like, "I'm your new guitar teacher." And it was just a connection, you know.
Sure.
And now it's not even a guitar lesson anymore. It's song. We write together. Every lesson we have, we write, and we've written probably 20 songs together. It's crazy. Wow. It really is, and he's such a mentor and inspiration to me.
That's so incredible. Definitely. Tell us more about your first commercially viable single.
So I released one called "Falling Apart" last year in May.
Falling Apart at 16.
I was actually 15 when I released it.
Jeez, what's the song about?
So this one's basically about it's quite deep, yeah. But it's basically about needing someone so much that like when they're gone, like you kind of fall apart. And it's quite a produced track, more Justin Bieber kind of vibes. But ABLAZE is more me, if that makes sense. So the second one, I definitely tried to go more me, more, not acoustic in a sense, but definitely more Josh. I didn't want to overproduce it. And I worked with Daniel Barron, incredible producer. He really helped me through the whole song. He wrote the song with me. And it was quick. In 2 weeks it was done. And I was like, it's not gonna, it's a song in 2 weeks. Come on, that's not going to work. But he sent me the track, and I was completely blown away. So we released it, yeah, when was it? It was March, yeah, March. Because I even forgot, yeah.
Sure, yeah, you have been very, very busy. Let's talk about some of the productions that you have been a part of. I know you were part of A Night with the Stars, for instance. Yeah. What was that like for you, and what do you think it's taught you just about what you do in the industry?
A Night with the Stars was a beautiful night because it was all young people that did it. With the Johannesburg Youth Orchestra, and it was just there's such a grace about that night, and it's just taught me that as big as your dreams are, you know, like you can still make it. I mean, and not a lot of people know me, that I know. I'm not famous at all, like Ed Sheeran.
Yet.
Hopefully, yeah. But the thing is, I still managed to get up on that stage. I still managed to make people listen to me, if that makes sense. And I think that's what I'm going for. You know, it's not really about the fame, it's about the music. Yeah.
And how would you describe your sound? Are you
Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran. Were you at the concert, by the way?
I was last night. That's why I'm struggling to keep my eyes open.
That's incredible.
Ed Sheeran, a bit of Bieber, Shawn, Mendes kind of, but definitely Ed Sheeran and Justin, for sure.
And what is the ultimate vision for yourself in terms of your music and where you want to take it?
There's one goal. I've got one goal, and that's to sell out Wembley Stadium.
Wow.
In the United Kingdom.
Wow.
That's my one goal. When I've done that, I'm retiring.
And you were in the United Kingdom to try and enter for the international talent competition.
Yeah,
tell us about that.
I was going to, but they postponed the auditions until July, and obviously for me, I need to get my academics, and that's when exams are. So it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but everything happens for a reason, you know? So,
of course.
So onwards and upwards, of course.
And just out of curiosity, what would have been the song that you auditioned with?
I'm actually going to play it today. It's called Stay Until I'm Gone. It's my own one.
Oh, awesome stuff. And Josh, just to close it off, your message to other young people who have a talent, who are afraid because they think, oh no, I'm not famous, or I'm not somebody, or maybe I can't do this because I won't be successful, who are basically doubting their ability. What advice do you have for them?
If you have a dream, you got to stick to it, you know. It's not something that comes like this. It's work. When I was young, I was always dreaming of big stages, but the thing is, you got to work to get there, and I think that's what I've realized now. And I've got a dream, and the most important thing is holding on to that.
Oh, that's fantastic. And just before I let you go, I know I said that was my last question, but I see your mom is here with you today. How important or instrumental has the family of your mom, your parents, your friends been in getting you through, especially through the tough times? Yeah,
well, my parents kind of pay for everything, so I've got to stay on their good side. But they have really, their support, you won't even believe it. You have to be there to believe it, the amount of support they give me. And it's just such an incredible environment to be in, because obviously they want me to do academics, but they realize that I'm fairly decent at what I do. At least that's what I think and what they think. And they've just been so supportive, and it's astonishing the way they've just backed me throughout it all, and I love them for that. Oh, that's amazing, Josh. I look forward to seeing you performing a little later on, and all the best. Just very quickly, where can people get your single? So my single, ABLAZE, you can get it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Google Play Music, any platform that you use, you can get it on there. Alrighty, I'm going to download it in like the next 5 minutes. Just to support local music. That's young man, 16-year-old singer, songwriter Josh Moreira, speaking to us about his latest single titled ABLAZE, and of course his journey in this music industry. That single was of course produced with a number of respectable people that he looks up to in this industry, including Daniel Baron. The track is packed with groovy drums, a rich bass line, and crystal clear guitar and vocals. While we go to an ad break, make sure that you download his music. I will be doing that, so stay with us. We'll be back.